Today we have a review of Spicebomb's Night Vision. I am extremely late to reviewing this one. I forgot when this one actually came out. Sometime last year, I think. But yeah, extremely late. So without further ado, let's jump right into this review. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we have a review of Spicebomb's Night Vision. Now this bottle was sent to me by Max Aroma, but all the opinions will be my own, of course. Now Max Aroma, if you guys have not heard of them, they are discounters for fragrances, designers, and niche. I'll leave the link down below alongside a coupon code in which you can get a nice discount. So Spicebomb Night Vision was kind of a controversial release. A lot of people were pretty excited when they first heard the news. I was one of them who were extremely excited when I heard, oh my god, Spicebomb Night Vision. With a name like Night Vision, you're thinking it has to be some really amazing, groundbreaking type of fragrance, because that's a pretty bold name, you know. It's a pretty cool name, not bold, pretty cool name to put to a bottle. And the Spicebomb line has always been known for high quality fragrances. The original Spicebomb is fantastic, the Extreme is amazing, the best out of the line right now. And the fresh version, which is sadly discontinued, is also an amazing summer spring fragrance from the line. So the track record is phenomenal for this line. So what did we expect out of Night Vision? We expected nothing but the best. And what did we get? Nothing but the worst, kind of, I guess, if you want to put it that way. That's kind of harsh to put it that way, but it is not at all what anyone expected. It's really out of left field. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when we get right into the smell of this, how it's so different and why it's such a big disappointment in comparison to the other ones in the line. But alongside that, we're also going to explore if it's still a viable fragrance that you can grab today, and if you should even pay attention to it in today's market. So without further ado, let's jump into the scent of Spicebomb Night Vision. So Night Vision, in the opening, off the top here, you're gonna get a really nice grapefruit note. Now this note right here brings right away the mass appeal vibe. The mass appeal mixed with a lot of familiarities. Grapefruit is a note you smelled everywhere in mass appeal type versatile men's fragrances, or in blue fragrances in general. You smell grapefruit almost at the forefront of all those fragrances. And when you smell this, you're gonna smell, oh yeah, that grapefruit, I recognize that right away. It's a mass appealing type fragrance. It's not a blue fragrance per se, but it leans on the mass appeal modern vibe, if you know what I mean. And then alongside the grapefruit, you're gonna get a cardamom. Now the cardamom in this sense, it's not super spicy. It doesn't have a super tingly feeling. It adds a little bit of freshness to the grapefruit, so it's not just citruses. It has a little bit of a fresh, slightly spicy, I guess, vibe to it, but it's not something that jumps off as cardamom. It's not a lanolin alone type cardamom. It's just very soft and subtle, and it's more of a supportive note to the citrus, if you will. Behind those two notes, you're gonna get geranium. Now geranium, you guys don't know, it's kind of a minty, fresh, scratchy type of note that is really reminiscent of, again, a lot of blue fragrances out there. It gives off a minty freshness, a shower gel kind of freshness. That's mainly what geranium is, and you get that vibe quite a bit in this fragrance. Not so much in the opening, but the more it dries down, the more that geranium really comes out. We'll talk more about that later. But in the opening, you're gonna get that geranium behind the grapefruit and the cardamom. And alongside geranium is black pepper. Now, when the black pepper starts to come out, you're gonna be reminded instantly, at least for me, I was reminded instantly of Dior Sauvage. When you smell this, it's like, it smells kind of like it has a Dior Sauvage vibe, especially mixed with the geranium that gives off a shower gel type of freshness. It still does not come out like a blue fragrance though. It's still missing a bluish type of component, but it does remind you a little bit of Dior Sauvage, especially with the shower gel freshness, the black pepper combined. It's just really reminiscent of that. It's not metallic-y in any way. It doesn't have a super ambroxany vibe, but you will get reminded of somewhat of a clone maybe of Dior Sauvage, or a cheap clone of Dior Sauvage in a way, alongside that grapefruit and the cardamom that I talked about. Now in the mid, as it dries down, the grapefruit starts to go away, the cardamom also fades away as well, and from the opening to the mid, we're talking maybe only 10 to 15 minutes in transition. The opening really did not last that long. So in the mid, the geranium again start to come out very heavily now. The black pepper as well, alongside the other spices, start to come out. Now there's a lot of spices in this one, but I'm not even gonna go through all of it for you guys. guys because it's not really important. What you're gonna get is a warmth, like a slightly warm, spicy feeling, but you won't be able to pick out a lot of different spices on their own. There's a little bit of clove in here though, so clove is a note that a lot of people are very sensitive against. So if you have sensitivity to clove, you will pick it up in here. Even if it's slight, some people really are like put off by clove. You will pick up clove in here. A little bit of that cardamom still lingers left over, not so much. The black pepper is still here, very prominent. Geranium is like the dominant note now in this fragrance, and the overall vibe that you're gonna get is just a very, very mass appealing type generic bluish scent, which to me, very sad transition. And this is a part where it really just, like, you can already tell it's so different from Spicebomb and Extreme and the Fresh. It has nothing to do with those three whatsoever. It's a complete departure. This is a complete money grab, I would say, from Victor and Rolf, which is sad because Spicebomb line is a really good line. They really should not ruin a line like that, you know what I mean? But I knew what they were trying to do. They put out a fragrance that is like mass appealing, and they put it in a line where they know is a popular line that people would buy it. It's kind of sad. We're waiting for a new release from this line for like 4 years because the Extreme came out, I think, in 2015. Night Vision came out 2019. So 4 years we waited and we get like this mass appealing, you can grab from any other brand out in the market right now. So yeah, that's the general vibe that you get with this fragrance in the mid. Now in the dry down, the geranium becomes even heavier, if you can believe that. There's a little bit of sweetness now that comes through with the base note. The tonka beans start to come out just a little bit, but overall, you're not gonna get a lot of other things in comparison to the geranium, especially if you smell it in the sillage. The main thing you're gonna get is that shower gel type minty vibe that geranium gives. A little bit of black pepper, maybe a hint of sweetness if you dig closer to the fragrance, but mainly the geranium. And it remains like that throughout the life of the fragrance. So my overall thoughts for Night Vision in terms of the smell, I'm quite disappointed myself because I'm a fan of the Spicebomb line, and this again has nothing to do with that. It's just another generic mass appealing scent. Although it does smell good, I'm not saying this is a bad smelling scent. It smells good, it smells mass appealing. It will work for your average guys out there who's looking for something that just, again, work. This one will work. It will get you some compliments for sure. It's mass appealing, but the only thing that's wrong with this one is if you're a fan of the Spicebomb line, you're not gonna get anything that remotely even resembles the Spicebomb line. That's probably the only downside to this one. It's just, it's not unique, it's more generic, and it's just disappointing for the fans of the line. But in terms of the scent itself, can you still wear it today? Absolutely. Is it gonna be mass appealing? Absolutely. Is it gonna work for you in majority of the situation? Absolutely. Next, we have the performance of Night Vision. This one performs really well, 8 to 9 hours on my skin. Very solid performance and very solid projection as well. This one projects just as nicely as the original Spicebomb. Maybe not as strong as Spicebomb Extreme, and a little bit stronger than the Fresh version. So this one more along the line of the original Spicebomb. Projection wise, you're not gonna have any complaints. People will definitely be able to smell it off you. So they did mess up in this department at least. So people can definitely smell you, and it will last you all day. So I have no complaints at all in this department. Next, we have the Versatility. This one is a massive, massive versatility monster. So in terms of season, wear this anytime really. It's fresh enough for the summertime, it's strong enough for the winter time. And yeah, season wise, wear this all year round. For occasion wise, I would say this is suited for everything because it's just a really nice, mass appealing, fresh fragrance that you can wear anytime. Wear it to work, you can wear it on a date, you can wear it to the club, performs really good for the club. You can wear it to, yeah, just basically any occasion that you want. The only time where I really don't recommend this one is maybe the formal occasion where you want to be really more dressed up in a suit. This one is way too generic for a formal occasion, so I don't really recommend you wear it for that. Can you still wear it to that though? Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing wrong with smelling fresh and clean, right? So you can absolutely still wear it with a suit, but at the end of the day, if you're wearing a suit, you want something a little bit more extravagant. This one, not so extravagant. Very generic. Super, super generic, but generic does come with a very big versatility boost. So if you want a fragrance that's kind of like a one and done all year, all season, and you're kind of in love with the Spicebomb Night Vision bottle, I would say it is a sexy looking bottle. You can definitely get this. It's, you know, it will work for you all year round, and chances are no one around you are gonna really give you any complaints. Next, we have the compliment factor. This one has a pretty decent compliment factor due to the type of smell that it is. It's a really nice, fresh fragrance, fresh, mass appealing scent, and it has the performance to boost. So in terms of compliment getting potential, this one is pretty high. I would say in the B tier, B plus tier. So A tier would be Dior Sauvage for a quick comparison. So this is actually a really nice B plus tier in terms of compliments. You won't get any complaints here. So if you're looking for compliments and versatility and performance, this is a pretty nice choice for that. Next, we have the price for this one, and for 50 ml, you can find this on Max Aroma for around $70. I see that for like $70, $74 on Max Aroma. And you can find this pretty similar price in a lot of places as well. So for $74 for 50 ml, anything around $90 to $100 for the 90 ml, is this fragrance worth it for that kind of price? To me, my definitive absolute thought, and this has never changed since I smelled this for the first time, no, this is way too expensive to be a Spicebomb fragrance. I mean, Spicebomb fragrances are usually expensive to begin with because they're not really lower than $60. You can't find any Spicebomb fragrances lower than $60. You can always find them 70 plus for everyone in the line. Spicebomb, the Extreme, and the Fresh. They're not cheap fragrances to begin with. And those three, the reason they're still so popular is because they're so good. And even though they're on the expensive side, people still want them because they're just that good. This one, not at all, man. This one is a good fragrance. It'll fit you in majority of situations. It'll get you compliments. It has good performance. But the scent itself, this DNA, this style of fragrance, you can grab from any other brand for cheaper. You can grab Dylan Blue for $30. It will give you the same results. Good performance, high versatility, high compliment getting potential. You can grab Coach Platinum, which to me is way superior to this, for $35 something online. So there's a lot of fragrances that gives you the same results, the same vibe. So I don't recommend this at all for the price that it's at. It's just so expensive. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna leave the link to the alternative fragrances for Spicebomb Night Vision down in the description below. Keep in mind, they won't smell the same as Spicebomb Night Vision, but they're gonna be fragrances that gives you the same results in terms of performance, versatility, and compliment getting potentials, all right? I'll leave all those links down in the description below, alongside a link to this one, of course. Alright guys, that's it for this review of Spicebomb's Night Vision. Thank you again, Max Aroma, for sending me this one for review. I highly appreciate it. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time in a video. Peace out and bye.